Former U.S. President Richard Nixon first declared a war on drugs in 1971. 40 years and roughly $1 trillion later, U.S. drug use continues. A large percentage of those drugs are making their way into this country from neighboring Mexico. At the same time, there is a large flow of guns moving from the U.S. into Mexico. Those weapons have emboldened and empowered Mexican drug cartels believed to be responsible for 60,000 deaths in the past 6 years alone. As Yakenda McGahee reports, now victims' families are launching a national tour to call attention to the plight of their murdered and missing loved ones.
You're witnessing the beginnings of an international movement, one which started humbly in Mexico 2 years ago, and 2 days ago boldly began the U.S. leg of its tour. This is the Caravan for Peace.
We're here supporting proudly the Caravan for Peace with Justice and Dignity, led by family members of victims of drug war violence.
And this is the man leading that charge, renowned Mexican poet Javier Cecilia. His is a picture of pain.
His son was tragically killed by organized crime. Rather than privately grieving, he chose to speak out.
And through my voice, these people that is behind me speaks.
And so begins their journey of 5,000 miles, a circuitous route traveled over 33 days through 17 states, stopping in 27 cities. Caravan participants will hold rallies, stage peaceful protests, and appeal to local lawmakers.
The goal of this caravan is to engage in citizen democracy, to stop the U.S.-led war on drugs, and start the healing process for the national emergency that has devastated Mexico.
A national emergency, they say, is both created and exacerbated by the U.S. and Mexican-led war on drugs.
Instead of reducing the supply of drugs, what the drug war has done, what prohibiting drugs has done, is creating a vast and destructive criminal market, and that has been organized crime. They're able to outgun the Mexican authorities.
Which has led to unthinkable violence, unspeakable savagery.
There's now 10, maybe 20,000 disappeared people added to the 60,000 that we know have been killed.
These are the faces of that tragedy, and this is their trail of tears.
El 28 de agosto. Jesus and Raúl, they disappear. She hasn't seen them again.
I want to thank the Caravan for standing up to some very horrible people.
Yakenda McGahee, CCTV, Los Angeles.